this is Carolina, your San Diego realtor, and this week I'm here to talk to you about who is who in a real estate transaction. First, you have the buyer's agent. Buyer's agent will represent the buyer and go with them to showings, walk them through the entire process. Secondly, you have the seller's agent, also known as the listing agent. They are the person that represents the person selling their home or the family selling their home, and they're the ones that guide them throughout that side of the process. Thirdly, you have the dual agent. The dual agent is who represents the seller of the home, and then they actually go out and find the buyer, or the buyer comes to the open house, doesn't have an agent, latches onto your listing agent, and that way your listing agent also becomes the buyer's agent, and they get to do both, which also means they get both sides of the commission. The lender/loan officer is who represents you financially. They're your financial advisor, and they are the one that you should ask most of your finance questions toward. They're the ones that are preparing, controlling, and sending out your loan. They're the ones that are more than well aware of how your mortgage payment will be every month, and in general just have all of your finances in order, because they have your pay stubs, your taxes, all that information they have. So they're literally your financial advisor for the term of the transaction. The transaction coordinator, also known as a TC, is your agent's best friend during the transaction. They have everything calendared out for the entire transaction, and they are organized like you've never seen before. They have due dates, and they have everything fixed up to a T where they know when, who, and what is going on. TC is literally the definition of who, what, when, where, and why. The escrow is a third party. They're completely neutral to the transaction, and they're the ones that actually hold all of the agents and everyone involved accountable for what's going on. They lower the risk of fraud throughout the transaction as well, because they're forcing everyone to hold through with the legality of the transaction. The appraiser is brought on by the buyer's lender, and they are there to determine the value of the home. Once they determine the value of the home, that appraisal has to match your loan. If there's any sort of discrepancy in the amount, like let's say it's $10,000 off of your offer price compared to the value of the home, then that is when you have to go back to your lender and to your agent and find out what exactly is the next step. Do you either try to get a new loan, or do you go to the agent side and have them try to negotiate? Or do you have that money off in a savings account where you can either have it gifted to you or again saved up that you can be able to pay that gap? That's all something that would go through the lender and the agent. The notary is a legal third party as well that just witnesses your signings to create a legal contract and closer to the end of the transaction. The title company also comes closer to the end of the transaction. They are there to transfer all of your public records and the title itself from the sellers to the owners, as well as verify that the title search on the home is clear. And that's the majority of who's involved in a real estate transaction. I hope that clears up any questions. If not, leave them in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe, and share my content. I'll see you next time.